My name is Victor with the code 005 VA, and I'll be taking mathematics JSS2 class.
What topic will you be teaching on?
Theory. So now last week, you still remember I asked you to get maths? I have to get maths. Now put your maths on your table quickly. While I write the subject for today, I want your maths on your table. Okay, good. I can see you all. Oh, you went to buy a new math set. Wow, that's great. I love that. I really love that. Chinyere, can I ask you a question? How old are you? You're 12. Now, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years?
As a director of a big company.
Director of a big company. And you, what about you, Chinedu? Where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? Yes, Chinedu, talk to me. Okay, you want to become a doctor. That is nice. Now you see, Chinedu wants to become the president or the chairman of a big company. Why Chinedu wants to become what? A medical doctor. Now, the difference between now and that time you are proposing gives you what is called a bearing in life. Do you get that now? From where you are now in JSS2, and that medical doctor you want to be in the next 10 years gives you what? A bearing in life. So with that, we are going to be looking at the topic bearing. Can I say bearing? Bearing. So we're looking at bearing this morning. And if we are talking about bearing, we can't talk about bearing without first understanding what is called the cardinal point. How many of you have ever seen this before? You've seen it before. Good. This is the north pole, this is the south pole, this is the east, and what? This is the west. Each representing 90 degrees each. From north to the east is 90 degrees, east to the south is 90 degrees, and the same thing goes around. Now, standing this way, where am I facing? Where am I facing standing this way? I guess I'm facing the south, right? By the time I face this way, I'm facing the east. By the time I turn this way, I'm facing the west. And by the time I turn this way, I'm facing the north. And because they are all measured in degree, I can now define bearing as what? The angular relationship between distant places. What did I say? The angular relationship between what? Distant places. That gives you what? Bearing. So bearing is the angular relationship between distant places, your north to your east. The angle you have to turn, which is what? 90 degrees. Gives you a bearing. Now I have something else again, which is called, what do you call this? What is this called?
Compass.
A compass. And what does a compass do?
Measures angles.
It measures angles. If I turn this way, the compass tells me how many degrees I have turned, whether in the north direction, northeast or eastern direction. Is that understood? Is that got it? Now let's look at practical example of it. Now assuming Chinyere is here and Obina is here. Now if Chinyere is to meet Obina here, what angle does she need to turn? She has to turn this way, right? To meet up with Obina here. True or false? Now that angle that she turns from her starting point to the line through which we get to Obina gives what? The bearing. And it could either be, if we want to use our compass, we see it as around what? 60 degrees. So approximately I can say that it was 60 degrees. For Obina here to get to Chinyere here. Is that gotten? Is that gotten? Now, okay, if that is understood, can I give you a question to try for me? Now, assuming I am here and I want to get to the next person here, what angle do I need to turn to get to this point?
Roughly 135.
Probably 135. Give it up to him. It's correct. That's nice. So with this, that best explains the fact that you've gotten what bearing is. You have the angle through which you will turn to get to a particular destination. Now, I want to quickly give you an assignment. Now, what's my assignment? You will go home, and by the time you come to school tomorrow, you tell me the degree your daddy turned from your gate to face the direction towards the school. Is that too difficult for you to do? By the time your daddy drives, I want to know how many degrees did turn to face the direction of the school. And I think I will get that first thing tomorrow morning. Any question?
you chose the topic bearing, and you tried to explain. For me, I think you went too fast
Okay.
with your explanation. Your teaching aids were okay. At least you were able to explain them, and you were able to give the bearing. That I understood. The one point from one point to the other point, in the middle it's bearing. So your instructional materials were good. Your use of questions, you asked questions, you engaged the class as well. Your charisma you kept a smile as you did your lesson. You had a connection with the students. Now, the assignment you gave was to know the angle that the dad takes when he leaves the gate. that bit I don't understand, because not everyone has a gate in their house. And I don't think that's assignments. Yes, I don't think so. You could have, for me, the whole lesson, you could have made it in a different way.
For class to the students, that's a major mistake. Don't request us to do anything from here. Imagine you bring your angels called class students or students and talk to them.
Giving you 4 marks for charisma and appearance, and you did a good job. Don't get me wrong, you did a good job, and you so wanted to do well. But this is maths, and you see, with maths, we've got to convert people. It's like we're going out for the Great Commission.
Yes.
And so, language is very important in maths. There's an area of maths called Vedic maths, V-E-D-I-C, whereby they link words to all these numbers. And so, you were saying at one time when you brought out the charts, I think you just wanted to say north and south. You said to say the North Pole and the South Pole, which are specific places. Because wherever you stand, you can always stand the north.
Teacher me, my teacher, my